Hi everyone, my name is Weiss. Recently, I became so interested in Greek mythology. I get to know a lot about ancient Greek gods, characters, and stories, which I think have shaped art and literature for thousands of years. In this video, I thought of making a list of my top 5 best and worst Greek gods and goddesses. I ranked them based on their power, personality, and the things that they have done. Now, let's start with the best. Counting down from number 5, we have Athena. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and war. As the goddess of such, Athena had the power of intelligence, war strategy, and the ability to invent stuff. In Greek mythology, Athena was described to have a straightforward, talented, and arrogant personality. She was known for owning the land of the Athens against her uncle Poseidon, and she taught farmers on how to plow, rake, yoke, and bridle, and she created both the earthenware pot and the trumpet. Next, for number 4, we have Artemis. Artemis was the goddess of hunters and the moon. She was also the twin sister of Apollo. Artemis's powers included shape-shifting and the ability to heal. She was also an amazing archer, and her arrows were deadly and accurate. Although people called her a sexist at times, Artemis had a strong, loyal, and brave personality. In Greek mythology, Artemis aided the Trojans in the Trojan War, helped maidens, and struck those who misused their power. Next, for number 3, we have Apollo. Apollo was the god of the sun, light, poetry, healing, archery, prophecy, and oracles. Like I mentioned earlier, Apollo was the twin brother of Artemis. His powers included healing, archery, and prophecy. He was said to be a cheerful, kind, energetic, and truthful kind of god, but he can get very jealous and angry if provoked. Apollo was known for killing the python, which nearly killed his mother once, and he also established the prophecy of Delphi. Next, for number 2, we have Hephaestus. Hephaestus was the god of fire, metalworking, craftsmen, sculptures, and volcanoes. Being the god of fire, Hephaestus was a god who could withstand heat, and being the god of craftsmen, Hephaestus was very creative. He was depicted as a kind and friendly person, but he can be very jealous and bitter about the treatment he was given by the other gods. Hephaestus created incredible machines and inventions. Namely were Achilles' armor in the Trojan War, Athena's spear, Hercules' breastplate, Artemis and Apollo's arrows, and Apollo's sun chariot. Finally, for number 1, we have Asclepius. Asclepius was the god of medicine. He was also the son of Apollo and the mortal Ouranus. Asclepius had the power to heal, that was said to even surpass Apollo and Chiron's skill. He was also capable of rising the dead. Asclepius was a very devoted and determined god. Throughout his time, he became a great physician and surgeon. Because of his determination, Asclepius became my favorite among the gods in Greek mythology. Now, let's go to the worst. Counting down from number 5, we have Aphrodite. Aphrodite was the goddess of sexual love, beauty, and eternal youth. Her powers included to love, desire, and the ability to destroy or make relationships. She also had a belt, which would make anybody fall in love to whoever was wearing it. Aphrodite had a vain, bad-tempered, jealous, and unfaithful kind of personality. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite cursed and punished a lot of people. Namely were Helios, the titan of the sun, who told Aphrodite's husband Hephaestus about her affair with the god of war, Ares. Another victim was Psyche, a princess who was more worshipped than Aphrodite. Next, for number 4, we have Ares. Ares was the god of war. His powers included war manipulation and physical strength, which made him a superior fighter. Ares was overwhelming, violent, destructive, and had exploding anger. He unsuccessfully fought Hercules twice, killed Heliretheus, son of Poseidon, and was caught by Hephaestus when he was having an affair with Aphrodite. In Greek mythology, Ares was often humiliated and mocked by the rest of the Olympians, and he was Zeus and Hera's least favorite son. Next, for number 3, we have Cronus. Cronus was the Titan of time. As the Titan of such, Cronus had the power to manipulate with time and age. He was said to be determined, rebellious, brave, and a good keeper of time, but he was very jealous and violent. Cronus was also the only Titan brave enough to overthrow his father Ouranus, despite being the youngest of all the Titans. After defeating his father, Cronus became the leader of all. I know what you're thinking. If Cronus was the leader, how did Zeus come in? Well, here's how Cronus lost his throne. There was a prophecy saying that his kids would one day overthrow him. What he did was to swallow his kids, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Zeus wasn't swallowed because Cronus' wife, Rhea, tricked him into eating a rock. When Zeus became a man, he forced his father into throwing up his siblings. After that, Zeus, using Cronus' weapon, the scythe, chopped his father and sent him to the depths of Tartarus. Next, for number 2, we have Hera. Hera was the goddess of marriage, woman, childbirth, and family. She was also the wife and sister to Zeus. I know what you're thinking. WTF? Well, that's fantastic, Greek mythology. Yes, I know. Zeus married his own sister. Well, trivia, Zeus even married Demeter, his other sister, and had Persephone, who was later Hades' wife. So it's like Hades marrying his niece? Well, maybe. But going back to Hera, her powers included monster creation, reproduction manipulation, and the ability to bless and curse. Hera was short-tempered, rude, impatient, impolite, regal, jealous, vengeful, and demanding. She often acted like that when Zeus cheats on her. An example for this was when Hera realizes that Zeus cheated on her with a mortal named Alcmene. Alcmene and Zeus had a son named Heracles, or later known as Hercules. Hera tried to prevent the birth, but she was unsuccessful. She then tried to kill Hercules' wife, Megara, and his kids. She succeeded, but she wasn't able to kill Hercules. Hercules was killed by his second wife. Finally, for number 1, we have Zeus. Zeus was the god of the sky and thunder. He was also the leader of the 12 Olympians. As the god of the sky, Zeus had the control over winds, thunderstorms, rain, moisture, clouds, lightning, and weather. Zeus was said to be carefree, wise, merciful, prudent, but he was also unpredictable and moody. He constantly cheated on his wife Hera, imprisoned and tortured a lot of people, and constantly harassed and courted girls, which caused Hera to flip and make his wives' lives horrible. Yeah, Zeus did all of it. But we can't deny that Zeus did some good things as well, like when he helped the other Olympians beat Typhon, who was going to wreck Mount Olympus, and when he killed Cronus, and a lot more things. But Zeus can be pretty irresponsible, considering the fact that he was unpredictable with his choices. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, click on that like button and hit subscribe. Bye!